What is going on, everyone? My name is Jason, and this is the Divoom Tivoo. So probably the second most question I get asked, outside of where I get all my wallpapers of course, is what is that digital clock in the background and where can I get it? This is actually the Divoom Aurabox, a pixel art Bluetooth speaker. I did do a review on it back in the day over a year ago, and even though it's been a while, I still love this thing. I grew up in the original Nintendo era, so I'm a huge fan of pixel art, especially when it's able to reproduce classics such as these. So I was psyched when Divoom reached out to me a few weeks back to see if I'd be interested in checking out their newest device, the Divoom Tivoo. And dude, this thing is awesome. Hands down one of my favorite accessories for my desk without a doubt, and I'm gonna tell you why. Now before we jump into the review, if you're interested in checking out the latest consumer tech products before you buy them, or if you're just a tech head like me, I make a video like this every single week, so make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell icon so you can be the first to know when a new JSL review is out and you don't miss anything. That being said, let's check out the Tivoo. Okay, quick unboxing here, and first it should be noted that the packaging Divoom chose to go with is a huge step up in class. The box itself is made out of a hard, polished acrylic, and it makes the entire package feel a lot more substantial. Now that sentiment is backed up by the quaint but elegant way the Tivoo greets you as soon as you lift open the box. Right away I was enamored by this thing. There's something about that old school TV design that makes this speaker really appealing. But before we get into the speaker itself, kind of wedged on top here is the standard paperwork and instructions for the Tivoo. And dude, check out these dope postcards and stickers they include in the package. Kinda random, but I love that they included these. Now this little box underneath has your standard micro USB cable that's used for charging the battery, as well as a 3.5mm headphone cable in case you're interested in hard wiring in an endangered species device that still has a headphone jack. Okay, let's get into the Tivoo itself. And let's first talk physical design. So as soon as you get this into your hands, you're gonna notice just how well made this thing is. The housing is made out of a glossy hard plastic, and I love how the white contrasts against the black front, gives it a real clean and retro look. The legs on the speaker are made out of a polished metal that have really grippy rubber feet, which ensures that this doesn't slide around on a hard surface or scratch it up. On the back you have your ports, protected by this rubber door that includes a micro USB in to charge, a micro SD card slot, a 3.5mm auxiliary in, and the power button to actually power on the Tivoo. One of the things I love from a design perspective here is the way Divoom implemented the speaker grills on this thing. You have these slots on the top of the speaker itself, a passageway out here on the back, and a small grill at the front under the Tivoo logo. To me, this is a great example of a good marriage of design and functionality. Divoom could have easily added simple grills on all these areas, but rather, they took the time to intentionally design this part of the speaker to align with the overall retro design the Tivoo is really trying to capture. Pair that with the big chrome knobs and buttons on the front, with the old school tube TV-like display, and you have a very well thought out design piece of tech. Now let's actually talk about the Tivoo as a speaker. And this relatively compact package is a 45mm 6-watt speaker. Now as much as I love the Aurabox, to be honest, I use it more for its pixel art, and the speaker is kind of an afterthought. I mean, if I need to use it, I will, but it won't be my go-to when it comes to listening to music, as the sound quality on the Aurabox is just okay. So Divoom made it a point to really step their game up for the Tivoo, and straight up, after I got this paired with my phone, it is way better than anything they've come out with in the past. The sound is surprisingly full for such a small speaker, and audio is super clean. Okay, I know video sound tests kind of suck, but the speaker has very nice separation of highs and mids, all balanced by some pretty tight bass. And the bass is also really clean, and by far the best improvement over the Aurabox. You really get a nice omnidirectional sound output, and dude, this is a legit quality speaker. And I'm impressed at how much they put into making this better. Now the speaker's a big improvement, but without a doubt, the most eye-catching feature of the Tivoo is the pixel art display. It's a 16x16, 256 full RGB self-programmable LED screen, and though it's more compact compared to the Aurabox, it's a clever design and a much more creative use of the display. This knob here cycles you through some of the basic visuals, which also functions as a button to get you even more options within the category you're in. The knob below controls the volume if you're playing audio. This last button underneath lets you switch between Bluetooth and auxiliary cable connection, accompanied by cool animations of course. And I have to say the default preloaded visuals are pretty dope, but the real fun of the Tivoo comes with leveraging leveraging the Divoom Smart app. This gives you access to the plethora of features you could use the Tivo for, and I'm not going to go through all of them, but you can use the built-in planner, create your own pixel art and animations if that's your jam. You could use the Editor to have the Tivo display an animated text, which is pretty cool. There's ambient noises you could use to help you go to sleep, even a DJ mixer if you want to create your own music. But probably the two features you'll be most interested in is setting up the Tivo to display your notifications, which you can for text messages and social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. And number 2, the app gets you access to the library of pixel stills and animations to display in your Tivo. No joke, some of these that people created are really cool, and I love how the selection is virtually endless. What I love about this is that it allows me to add a lot of personality to my setup, while at the same time giving me the ability to switch things up with a different image or animation whenever I get bored or switch things around on my desk. Pair that with a fantastic Bluetooth speaker that sounds really good, and you have, in my opinion, one of the best tech accessories for a desk setup today. Okay, that's about it for this review. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. It really helps me out. Anyone else get all 8-bit Nintendo nostalgic when looking at pixel art? Let me know what you guys think of the Tivo in the comments down below. And in case you guys missed my last video where I go over some amazing wallpaper apps for Android that are all free, by the way, definitely check it out, especially if you're still rocking a stock wallpaper on that gorgeous display of yours. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.